Look is camera, sir. Look is camera.
And my specialty is internal medicine and critical care. So basically, I'm an ICU doctor, and I practice medicine in Los Angeles, California. We are a team of 50 plus US doctors who are board certified and practicing medicine in America. And we are bringing this service by telehealth platform to India. Basically, we plan to provide experts' opinions and second opinions to patients across 30 plus specialties to patients in India from the comfort of their own home. So that is the service that we are providing, and we're launching starting today. And patients can make an appointment and get more information by visiting our website at myamericandoctor.com. And the booking process is very easy. There is a button that you can press, and it takes you to WhatsApp, and you can actually schedule the appointment with, and somebody will reach out to you within the 24 hours. And a local Indian doctor from our team will get the information from you that is necessary for the expert opinion. And once that information is collected, then they will set up the appointment with the American doctor who is an expert within 72 hours. And after the expert opinion, you will get the feedback verbally right on the call, and then you will also get the note from the physician with all their recommendations and signatures. So that is the services. Fee structure, our fee is so there is a membership plan. Basically, if you pay $100 per year, you have access to all of our doctors across the platform. And after that, each consultation is $140 per consultation. That is our fee structure, and the program is active starting today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here.
I opened the platform. There I saw strictly necessary to accept the cookies. So there would be a chance of clicking on third party cookie, like third parties. What are the measures you have taken? So we this complex surgery, we can help you, advise you, and help you out in the decision making process in consultation with your local doctor, basically.
India is a very price sensitive market. So how do you really, ensure that your price is competitive, concerned? There are good number of hospitals in India as well and diagnostic centers. And does it imply that the diagnoses are going wrong? Because you said in oncology there were several cases which needed a second opinion. So could you just elaborate on that?
So the studies, hello. The studies that we discussed, those are actually not studies based on any, this doesn't imply that any wrong diagnoses are being made in India. That actually studies, those are international studies across the globe. The wrong diagnosis or the diagnosis requiring a change, that is nothing new actually. The complex medical conditions or surgical conditions can be very complex to diagnose and to treat. Sometimes it requires multiple set of eyes and multiple different experts to get to that point. The whole point of this showing this data is that sometimes when the medical conditions are complex, for example, stage 4 cancers, a lot of the times there is no straight answer. A lot of the times you need a second opinion, and that is the gap that we're trying to fill. That if you need an extra set of eyes, and if you need an extra, you need an expert opinion from a different part of the world who's also been doing this in a different clinical setting, we are here to provide that service for you. And and the second question that you mentioned about the price points, we actually priced this service like we mentioned. It's a relatively cheap compared to any other similar service that's being provided by any other company in India for this level of service. So we think our price point is fairly competitive, and given even the Indian prices for healthcare these days, we think we are in a sweet spot where we can actually cater to much bigger population rather than just catering to very few people who can afford high prices. That was the whole point, that we wanted to keep the prices on the lower end.
So is there stress on oncology or other fields as well?
No, it's actually
Sitting over there. How does the patient get an assurance? Or formally can you say that this is not required?
You better change the see. Always what we see here in medical with the doctors is they say, in your interest, I am advising you. They don't say it is required. It happened to me 5 years back. I was going with my daughter who's a dentist. How responsive we are.
Yes.
So we like to finish the consult with a written report in 72 hours. So if you messaged us on our website, we would probably expect an instantaneous response, but we say that we'll get back to you in 24 hours. And then we'll schedule an appointment with our Indian doctor who will first collect all the information, like your records, CT scans, and stuff like that. And then within 48 to 72 hours, we'll finish the consult and we'll send you a written report and recommendations.
So if a person is in pain, most of the people doesn't speak in English.
Right.
So what is the alternative for the patient?
Yeah, if somebody is in acute pain, we are not the right service to consult. They should go to the nearest doctor or emergency room to get rid of the pain. What we address is patients who are not in acute pain, and then we talk to them and give them a second opinion, basically. So if you are in acute pain, please do not contact us. Please go wherever you get some acute care.
So if we open the platform, like you mentioned, my doctor.
My American Doctor.
Yes, myamericandoctor.com. So we have to accept all the cookies. So we are sharing our personal data like location, phone number, email ID, and everything.
Data privacy.
Yes. Third party links also.
Okay, so first is we're not selling your data or emails or phone numbers to any third parties. We don't have any affiliations with any pharmaceutical companies or anything like that. We don't sell your data. And as far as your medical records are there, they're securely stored with highest level of security.
Actually, I'm not telling.
Example, second one will be cardiology could be a more common one. Patients with chest pain, with patients with the heart failures and stuff, and same things. Neurology, stroke patients can sometimes be a more common one. Dermatology can be a common one, as we know. So we have 30 plus specialties, including ICU care, emergency room, internal medicine, and addiction health. So we have and a lot of surgical specialties, and like I also mentioned before, I think it's we also are including some experts that are not easily available in Indian subcontinent sometimes. I have again a personal example. My brother-in-law, who's a dermatologist himself in Punjab, he had a vascular lesion on the foot, and he was trying to get hold of a vascular surgeon. We found out that the closest vascular surgeon who can manage that is in Chandigarh or Delhi. So he has to. He couldn't. It took him 1 week to find that, and he had to go through us to get some advice from my friends in US. So it's not that we are saying that by any means the right diagnosis is not being provided, or the specialists are not here, but sometimes the access can be a problem, and we can solve that problem by giving them this expert opinion in the comfort of their own home. And going back to this gentleman's question when he asked about the procedures, we don't plan to do any procedures. Our job will be to help you guide in the right direction, provide you with the expert opinion, and give you the latest treatment options that are available to you wherever they can be.
And answer your questions. The patient may have questions like,